Action. I'd like to thank my camera person, Mary Jo Boyce, who's helping me out today. Hi, Tuesday Live and everybody at the show. Hi, Robbie. Happy Burns Day.
Well, thanks for piping us in, Sandy, all the way from New Brunswick, and you too, Mary Jo, from standing there and recording that for us. Always great to have the pipe start off your night after Robbie Burns' night special. Here's another great song by a great Scottish musician, Rod Stewart. I didn't know what day it was when you walked in to the room. I said hello unnoticed. You said goodbye too soon. Breezing through the clientele, spinning yards that were so lyrical. I really must confess right here that the attraction was purely physical. I took all those habits of yours, which in the beginning were hard to accept. Your fashion sense for Beardsley prints I put down to experience. A big bossy lady with a Dutch accent who tried to change my point of view. Her ad-lib lines were well rehearsed, but my heart poured out for you. You're in my heart, you're in my soul. There we go. Be my breath should I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul. My love for you is immeasurable. My respect for you immense. You're ageless, timeless, lace and fineness, your beauty and elegance. Your rhapsody, a comedy, you're a symphony and a play. You're every love song ever written, but honey, what do you see in me? You're in my heart, you're in my soul. You'll be my breath should I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul. You're an essay in glamour, pardon the grammar, but you're every schoolboy's dream. You're Celtic United, but baby, I've decided you're the best team I've ever seen. And there have been many affairs, many times I thought to leave. I bite my lip and I turn around, 'cause you're the warmest thing I've ever found. You're in my heart, you're in my soul. You'd be my breath should I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul. You're in my heart, you're in my soul. You'll be my breath should I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul. You're in my heart, you're in my soul. You'll be my breath should I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul. Well, starting off there with Sandy on the pipes. I had to get my pipes sort of tuned up there a bit at the start. I guess I'm getting like an old set of bagpipes starting out a song sometimes. But that was by Rod Stewart. Thanks to the multi-talented Sandy Mackay for kicking off the show in an appropriate manner with some pipes, piping us in, a little Scotland the Brave, and a couple other little tunes there at the end. Happy night after Robbie Burns night to you. Hope you had a chance to maybe celebrate a bit of Robbie Burns last night. I know we had to do our family Zoom call every evening with my mom and whatever my siblings that can show up, and we had a little wee drama of the whiskey last night while we were chatting, which was fun. I hope everybody's had a great week. We've had enough snow here that I've set up a 400-meter snowshoeing loop out in the backyard, and it was beautiful out there this morning, let me tell you. The snow coming down, and I hope you're able to get out and enjoy the winter, but if not, we have Cathy King with some winter images from up in the Kawarthas, and also Stan McRae has some of his fantastic wildlife images that he spots down along the mighty St. Lawrence River in eastern Ontario, so we're looking forward to that as well. And we have a tremendous show tonight, along with the usual cast of characters, Cousin Willy and that Irish fella Robbie O'Spoon out in Dublin, Ontario. We have an extended set of Scottish music from Tuesday Night's favorite folk singer, Bob MacLean. I know, personally, I can't wait to hear that. Also, PatRicky Bobby. I see Pat's on the show tonight. PatRicky, good to see you out there. He's here from South North Carolina to bring us up to date on what's happening out that way in the middle of the pandemic. And as I mentioned last week, Bet Smith has a new album coming out next week with a virtual release party on Saturday, February 6th. And check out Bet Smith and the Curry Brothers Facebook page for more details. I put some links wherever you're looking, Facebook, I guess, somewhere there's, I put the links in for actually Bob's page and Bet Smith's page. You can check out her Facebook page for more details. And that should be a great fun time, Saturday night, to little music from Bet. We have Bet on the show tonight with her dad playing a song that she hasn't recorded yet, so it's not even going to be in the album, so stick around for that as well. I just want to send any greetings out to anybody out there who's having a birthday. I know my friend Cathy, who is my skiing buddy out in BC's, it's her birthday today, I believe, so happy birthday, Cathy, if you're out there. Anybody else has a birthday, let me know. I'd be happy to send birthday greetings out to whoever's out there. But anyways, that's enough of me blathering on. Let's get on with the show and send it over to Willy, who's, I think, got some tunes for us. Hey, Willy. Hey, y'all. Willy here. Good to see you again this week. Glad to be here. Hope you all had a good week and saw that inauguration last week. That was exciting. I got a few songs for you this week. Rob said we're doing a bit of a Scottish theme. I don't know too many Scottish songs, to be honest with you. Growing up in North South Carolina, you certainly don't run into a lot of Scottish people, but I figure a lot of the bluegrass music's got to be influenced by Scottish people who came to the Appalachian Mountains. So I'm going to do a little bluegrass song here called High on a Mountain. High on a mountaintop, wind blowing free, thinking about the days that used to be. High on a mountain, oh, standing all alone, wondering where the years of my life have flown. As I look to the valleys down below, they were green just as far as I could see. As my memory returned, oh, how my heart did yearn for you and the days that used to be. High on a mountain high, wind blowing free, thinking about the days that used to be. High on a mountain top, standing all alone, wondering where the years of my life have flown. Or has time blotted out her memory? As I listen to the breeze whisper gently through the trees, I always cherish what she meant to me. High on a mountaintop, wind blowing free, thinking about the days that used to be. High on a mountaintop, standing all alone, wondering where the years of my life have flown. High on a mountaintop, wind blowing free, thinking about the days that used to be. And I wonder if she ever thinks of me. Well, I think Zeppelin found their next lead singer, thanks to the Missing in Action Tuesday Live newsman, Tim Farrell, for doing that. Tim's out in the field doing some investigative work, I believe, and he found that video and sent it on to us for the show, a little bit of a Stairway to Heaven parrot style. But anyways, thanks for that. Hello, everybody out there tonight. See, Karen's here tonight, and David, Bet and Bob MacLean are here. Sandy Mackay's here. Geez, all the way from New Brunswick. Hey, Sandy and Mary Jo, nice to see you. Good pipe in there, Sandy. Like that. I know Kenny's here as well, and Kelly and John, and Sandy and Bill, and a lot of folks. I'll miss somebody here. Emily's here. Waxy, there was a question there about Waxy. I know Waxy's working on a new project, so looking forward to that. I know he sent a track over to me. I might try to pop something on there, but Waxy's got another fun compilation coming, so be patient, folks. These things aren't created overnight. And I believe Waxy has a real job too. Not a real job, but a day job anyways. But anyways, thanks everybody. Brian Stan McRae's checking in. Good to see you, buddy. We've got some Brian Stan McRae coming up in a minute here. Also have, speaking of photographs, let's go take a little wander around Cameron Lake up Fenton Falls way and see what Cathy King's got for us today. Thanks for sharing those, Cathy. Fantastic. I love the little artsy work she does there, the little conversion to make them look like paintings. That's fantastic. Oh, sing along with this one if you know it. I know some of you do. On bonny banks and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, where me and my true love were ever want to go. On the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Oh, you'll take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye, but me and my true love will never meet again on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. 'Twas there that we parted in yon shady glen, on the steep, steep side of Ben Lomond, where in purple hue the Highland hills we view, and the moon coming out in the gloaming. You'll take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye, but me and my true love will never meet again on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. The wee birdies sing and the wildflowers spring, and in sunshine the waters are sleeping, but the broken hearted kens nae second spring again, though the waeful may cease fra the grieving. You'll take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye, for me and my true love will never meet again on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. You'll take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye, for me and my true love will never meet again on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. The bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Actually been to Loch Lomond a couple times, I think. I went there. My parents took us with when we went on a trip there when I was, I think, around 12 years old. And then around the year 2000, somewhere around there, I was at a conference in Scotland. And it was kind of interesting. As some of you may know, I worked in the golf course business for many years, and I was speaking at a conference down in Harrogate near York, and there was a banquet. It was actually on Robbie Burns night, and I was a speaker at the conference, and I was seated at a table at the banquet with Walter Woods, who at the time was the greenkeeper, and he was the longtime greenkeeper at St. Andrew's Old Course, which fairly prestigious position. And he was a crusty old Scot. And there were a lot of Scottish greenkeepers at the banquet wearing sort of the formal Scottish dress with the kilt, of course. And so I said to Walter, Walter, it's Robbie Burns night. Will there be any piping tonight? And Walter says, nay, there'll be nae piping tonight. We're in England, laddie. And anyways, I did get to go up to Scotland, excuse me, afterwards, and spend some time on Loch Lomond at Loch Lomond Golf Course, which actually was at that time managed by a Canadian by the name of Ken Seams, which was kind of interesting. But anyways, Bob Kane's here as well. Good to see you, Bob. Speaking of golf course architects. Anyways, let's head out to see what Willy's got for us. Maybe another Scottish song. Maybe I'm not sure. Hey y'all, Willy here again. Good to see you. I don't know if you were watching the inauguration this week, but to see Garth Brooks there singing, that was kind of exciting. Garth going around hugging everybody, all full of love there, Garth. I thought he was quite happy with everything going on. And should have maybe wore your mask while you're doing all that, Garth. I know President Biden there is trying to get folks to wear their masks more often, which is probably a good thing. Get rid of this dang pandemic. Anyways, I'm going to do a Garth Brooks song for you. It's called Friends in Low Places. I know I got a lot of them. I'm sure some of you out there got them too. Some of you might be my friends in low places. Hey, hear me out there, PatRicky Bobby? Anyways, I'm going to play this song. Sing her along if you know her. Oh, blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots and I ruined your black tie affair. Last one to know, I was last one to show, I was last one you thought you'd see there. I saw the surprise and the fear in his eyes when I took his glass of champagne. Toasted you, said honey, we may be through, but you'll never hear me complain, 'cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. That's right, and I'll be okay. Think I'll slip on down to the oasis, so I've got friends in low places. That's right. Guess I was wrong, I just don't belong, but hey, I've been there before, and everything's alright. I'll just say goodnight and I'll show myself to the door. Well, I didn't mean to cause a big scene, just give me an hour and then, well, I'll be as high as that ivory tower you're living in, 'cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away, and I'll be okay. Now I'm not big on social graces, think I'll slip on oasis, so I've got friends in low places. Come on, everybody sing along. 'Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away, and I'll be okay. I ain't big horses think I'll slip on down to the oasis. Oh, I've got a friend in low places. Yeah, I got friends in low places. Like you, PatRicky Bobby. How y'all doing? I'm PatRicky Bobby, semi-retired professional driver bootlegger. Welcome back to another episode of my show. Now, Happy New Year to y'all. I've decided to start 2021 by making myself a New Year's resolution. I resolve to get myself back into the NASCAR racing series. Now, not sure if you realize it, but it takes a lot of cash to fund one of them racing teams. I thought of doing an Airbnb with my trailer to raise some money, but smoking hot, she'll have nothing to do with that. Something about the messy people living here or staying here. I'm not sure if she's talking about me or what she's talking about. Anyways, I was thinking maybe I'll raise the money like the young folk like to do it, by creating a GoFundMe page so people can send me money and I don't really got to do nothing. But there is one little problem. It sure looks like a lot of work to create one of them FundMe pages. Like I'd need my own personal IT support person to do that. So, instead, I'm suggesting if there be any rich folk out there watching today, just send me money directly. Now, I'm not talking $10, $20 at a time. I'm talking $1 million or $2 million at a time. I figure this is just plain efficient. And if I raise enough money, I'll create a 2-car team and have Willie as my NASCAR teammate. Wouldn't that be a sweet sight to see again? So start sending that cash in and I'll start checking my email. Woo. All right, time for a viewer question.
Answer me this, PatRicky.
Now, before I show you the viewer question, I just want to read to you his name. See, he don't speak English too well, and he's kind of got a weird looking name. So his name is Gene Luck Habitant. Gene Luck Habitant. Here we go, Gene.
Bonjour, hello. My name should be Jean-Luc Habitant, and I come to you from Montreal, in la belle province, Quebec. So, PatRicky Bobby, I have a question for you. Here in la belle province, we have what we call a lockdown curfew. And so in the evening, I cannot go outside, I cannot watch my abs play. It is ridiculous, incroyable. And so, PatRicky Bobby, please tell me, where you live down there in the Carolinas, what kind of lockdown things do you do down there? I would like to know. Merci beaucoup. And please remember, vive le Canadien!
Well, thank you for that question, Gene Luck. With a name like that, I imagine you have trouble finding a wife. Who wants a husband named Gene? And I must say, you got a pretty interesting outfit there with all those red horseshoes and even a cowbell. I wonder if Gene Luck is one of those Frenchy cowboys or something. Anyways, to your question. Yeah, we got a few restrictions down here in South North Carolina. Our officials have determined that adult folk are the most likely to get COVID, not kids. And since the most frequent trips adults make are to the liquor store and the gun shop, our county has instituted strong lockdown rules such that only children between the ages of 8 and 12 can legally purchase items at liquor stores and gun shops. Now, I know you might think that it's a little irresponsible for children to be buying liquor, guns, and ammo, but there are safety measures put in place. Namely, any child trying to make such purchases must have a signed note from their daddy. It sure has been effective cutting down on COVID transmission among adults,
and the children are having a great time too. So, Gene Luck, I'm happy to say that I have a PRB koozie in the mail on the way to you. I ain't sure really where Quebec is, but I put on one of those fancy special air mail stamps on the package, so it can make it to you over there in Europe or wherever y'all are. And remember, if you want to be a part of my show, send me a video clip of your question, and if I answer it on air, I'll send you a koozie too. So there you have it, folks. Take care. Shake the baker, buddy.
Thank you, PatRicky Bobby, for taking that question from Jean-Luc in Montreal. That was fantastic. What a at least the cheers for a good hockey team over there. Anyways, a very very strong team this year so far. Looking forward to seeing some pictures from down east along the St. Lawrence River. We've got the fantastic photographer Stan McRae here. I know Stan's in the audience too, and thanks. Certainly appreciate Stan making the effort to go through his photographs and pull these fantastic images he shares with us. But boy, he must have quite a collection of photographs. Every week comes up with these gems. He's got another great set for us again this week. So I'll turn it over to Stan. Thanks, Stan. I had this request last week for some Fleetwood Mac, and I thought, well, they're kind of Scotch band, aren't they? Fleetwood Mac something. So thanks, Sandy, Bill, for sending this one in. I took my love and I took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around. Saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills, and the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tide? Of my life, my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide brought me down. If you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, maybe, well, maybe, well, maybe the landslide will bring you down. Thanks for the Fleetwood Mac request, Sandy and Bill. And Stan, thanks for the fantastic pictures again. Stan's got eating a grasshopper. Who's eating a grasshopper? The Cardinal. Very cool. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? And I saw Liz. I saw Liz there too, and I saw Corey a little earlier. But we've got, as I mentioned earlier at the outset, Bet Smith. We're really excited about this around Tuesday Live because Bet's been on the program, regularly, and she's dropping an album next week, and with a release party scheduled for Saturday, February 6th, I think at 8 p.m. if I'm correct. I'm going to be there. I'm going to watch it for sure. Great Saturday night activity. Love Bet's voice, and I think the Curry Brothers are playing with her too because it's on the Bet Smith and the Curry Brothers Facebook page. A couple fantastic musicians up in Gravenhurst where the Bet and the Curry Brothers hang out. And tonight we have Bet playing one of her so far unrecorded songs. This song's not even on the new album. It's going to be on the next album. And she's accompanied by her dad, Blair, is a fantastic guitar player. So and they're sitting by a nice warm wood stove too, I saw. So I wish I had a wood stove down here to keep me warm too. Here's Bet and Blair.
3, 1, 2, 3.
It's hard to imagine finally letting go. It's been 10 years or so. I've been stuck on you. It's hard to believe the long road has come to an end. Babe, I don't want to be friends after all we've been through. Oh, let's meet tonight over the telephone. I don't care, I just want to hear your voice. Oh, maybe I'll change my mind. You don't love me, you told me a million times. It's time I pick up my heart and move along. You don't love me, the words are so hard to hear. I've been keeping my calendar clear. Tell me you're wrong. Oh, let's meet tonight over the telephone. I don't care, I just want to hear your voice. Oh, maybe I'll change my mind. Oh, let's meet tonight over the telephone. change my mind.
Wow, fantastic, Bet and Blair. Gave me goosebumps. I've listened to that song several times. Love it. And so right after the show, make sure you head over to Bet Smith and the Curry Brothers Facebook page and like it and set up for notifications. So on Saturday the 6th, you don't miss that release show. It's going to be fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it. And we go from, a Tuesday Live is a show of great contrast. We go from the fantastic, the dulcet harmonies of Bet and Blair Smith to that Irish fella out in Dublin, Ontario, Robbie O'Spoon. What you up to tonight, Robbie? Oh, hello everybody out there in internet land. Robbie O'Spoon here in Dublin, Ontario, having a grand old time swilling the pigs and eating me potatoes. Oh, I love my tatties. Oh, you know that. Well, happy to be here on the Tuesday Live night after Robbie Burns' night special. I may make a big deal about how special the Irish are, and we certainly are special in our own special way. But really, the Scots and the Irish are very much the same. I'm not that good on my history, except that of my own, but I got one of me 6 to 9 brothers and sisters who's been living near Glasgow for a while, so I'm hoping to call him and see what he thinks. So hold on here a second. Well, say, Angus, are you there?
Oh, hi, Robbie. This is your brother Angus O'Spoon over here in Scotland, not too far from Glasgow, just a swilling the pigs and a hilling the potatoes. You kinda came here a whiles ago to do some of the digging of the spuds, and I like the whisky so good here that I done gone and stayed and finds me a job swilling the pigs and a hilling the potatoes, just like you be doing there in Canada, eh?
Well, 'tis good to see you there, brother. Or at least hear you anyways, Angus. I be hoping you can help me explain to the good folks watching here as to how's the Scots and the Irish are kind of like two spuds from the same field, so to speak.
Well, you're right there, me brother. The Irish and the Scots are all Celts, and we always got a dislike of the English on account of they bossed us around for like the last 10 centuries. Well, hope there's no of them English watching this program, but up there's if they are. Yous ken that take your Brexit and stick it up your yin-yang with some of them firecrackers. And Robbie, did you ken that way back when Robbie the Bruce was kicking the tea and the crumpets out of the Brits that his brother Edward went over and kicked the Brits out of Ireland for a bit as well? Well, Robbie the Bruce took the Irish and Scots and he thought we'd make a good team, but sadly the Irish gold, not the Irish gold, the English gold, went out in the end. And, well, here we are 700 years later and, well, still trying to break free of the yoke of the English. Well, think got the heart to even get into the parallels between the Irish potato famine and the Highland clearances, too.
Oh well, thanks for sharing what she knows about us, about all that, Angus. That's very helpful. And I got to go, but you take care of yourself and watch out for the Cofitty fella and keep up with your swilling and hilling.
You too, me brother. You come see me on your way home and we'll have a wee dram of the whiskey, or maybe not so wee, eh?
Okay, good talking to you, Angus. Take care. Slante. Well, wasn't that good talking to me brother Angus over in Scotland? He's living near Glasgow, I guess. So I'll have to stop in and see him. Have that wee dram of whiskey on the way back. But anyways, I know it's Robbie Burns. We're celebrating a bit of Robbie Burns here today. And Rob said, "Can you sing a Robbie Burns song?" And I said, "Well, of course I can." Because Robbie Burns, I believe I was named after Robbie Burns or Robert the Bruce or one of those Robbies from over there. I know there's a lot of Robbies over in Scotland, so I believe my parents named after them because there's a lot of respect for the Scots that we have over there in Ireland. So here's a Robbie Burns song called "A Red, Red Rose." My love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love's like the melody that's sweetly played in tune. As fair art thou, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I. and I will love thee still, my dear, till all the seas rang dry. Till all the seas gang dry, my dear, and the rocks melt with the sun. And I will love thee still, my dear, while the sands of life have run. Fare thee well, my own true love, oh fare thee well a while, and I will come again, my love, though 'twere 10,000 miles. My love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love is like the melody that's sweetly played in tune. As fair art thou, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I, and I will love thee still, my dear, till all the seas gang dry. Till all the seas drank I, my dear, and the rocks melt with the sun. And I will love thee still, my dear, while the sands of life have run. To Robbie Burns.
The world is changed.
God, no kidding, this COVID, it's
I
crazy.
feel it in the water.
Yeah, the water, sure, but just no sharing.
I feel it in the earth.
2 meters away from me,
I
okay?
smell it in the air.
That's a very good sign.
Much that once was is lost.
Okay, let's just stay
It
positive
began
here.
with the making of the great vaccines.
That's better.
And nine vaccines were gifted
Are
to
you
the
sure? You
race of
better check
men
your numbers. I'm not sure that was 9.
who above all else desire immunity.
Yeah, immunity, that'd be great.
But they were all of them deceived,
Stop.
for
already.
another mutation appeared.
Okay, introduce the hero.
For the time has come when antibodies will shape the fortunes of all.
Much better.
Oh, what's that? A new animated figure on the show? Oh, I'm excited about that. A little bit of foreshadowing, I guess. Anyways, we've got our feature of the show tonight is the great Bob MacLean, great folk singer from over Guelph Way. Bob and I met over the course of the show, actually. And Bob insisted. He said, I'll play. I asked Bob, I said, Bob, I'm doing a Robbie Burns show, and we'd really love to have you involved. And Bob said, okay, I will, but I insist only if Robbie O'Spoon opens for me. So there, Bob's, I know he's always dreamed of having Robbie O'Spoon open for him, and now he's checked that one off his life list. So anyways, without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Bob MacLean to do a little bit of Scottish folk music for us tonight. Bob.
Well, good evening. Bob MacLean here. Well, first off, I've got to thank Rob for this invitation to come and participate around this Robbie Burns time. And my hat's off to Rob for the project that he has taken on during this pandemic. I mean, it's wonderful for him because it allows him something to focus on. It's wonderful for the viewers because they're getting a chance to tune in and see something new and different each and every week. Rob and I met just at the beginning of this pandemic, actually, when he was putting his series together, and I had a chance to submit a couple of videos his way. And this is yet another one we're going to be doing for Robbie Burns. So Robbie Burns is an interesting figure in Scottish life. If you are any sort of a musician in Scotland, you know Robbie Burns. If you are a traditional musician, you not only know his work, you perform it. I'm sure almost every traditional musician, Eddie Reader, Dougie MacLean, Gillabridget Macmillan, the Gaelic singers, Julie Fallis, everybody does Robbie Burns stuff because it's just so classic, it's just so good. Anyway, this is a song I want to do about Robbie Burns, and it has to do with his short life, I don't think he lived to see the age of 37. And anyway, this is a song called John Anderson, My Joe. And if I get the story right, John Anderson and his wife were good friends of the Burns' family when they were growing up, and saw Robbie grow from a young age. So here we have John Anderson, who is a carpenter, and was a close friend of the family, as I said, so it's not surprised to find that Robbie Burns wrote a song about him called John Anderson, My Joe. And what is interesting is John Anderson, the carpenter, he was the one that actually built the coffin for Robbie Burns when he passed. So it has that poignant aspect to it. So we're going to get on with this. This is a wonderful tune called John Anderson, My Joe. John Anderson, my Joe, when we were first acquainted, your locks were like the ravens, your bonny brow was brent. But now your brow is bald, John, your locks, they're like the snow. So blessings on your frosty pow, John Anderson, my Joe. John Anderson, my Joe. John Anderson, my Joe, we climbed the hills together, and many's the canny day, John, we spent with one another. But now we must totter down, John, hand in hand we go to sleep together at the foot, John Anderson, my Joe. John Anderson, my Joe. John Anderson, my Joe, when we were first acquainted, your locks were like the ravens, your bonny brow was brent. But now your brow is bald, John, your locks, they're like the snow. So blessings on your frosty pow, John Anderson, my Joe. John Anderson, my Joe. There you go, John Anderson, my Joe. Great song. We're going to move over into something a bit more modern. As I was mentioning at the intro, you won't find a Scottish traditional musician that doesn't know the work of Robbie Burns. And some of them know it, I would say, intimately. Dougie MacLean is one such figure. He's a great Scottish singer, and I'm going to move this letter. I keep on hitting it with my hand. So, Dougie MacLean's a successful folk singer. He's a singer-songwriter and has had a great career. And early on in his career, he was doing an awful lot of touring as he was getting successful. And he'd be away months at a time. And one of the things that he noticed was he missed his family, he missed his home. So he decided to write a song about that. And this song is called Caledonia. It's Caledonia is interesting because it's the archaic name for Scotland. First time I heard this song was performed by the Bar McNeils, and I was just getting into traditional music and saw them live. And some people confused the name Caledonia for the name of a person because it is a song about. It is a love song, but it's not a love song for a person. It's a love song for home. So here we go. We're going to do Dougie MacLean's Caledonia. Well, I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me in these last 2 days. I've been afraid that I might slip away. I've been telling old stories, I've been singing songs that make me think about where I come from, and that's the reason why I seem so far away today. So let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, you know that would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Well, I have moved, and I've kept on moving. I've proved the points that I needed proving. I lost the friends I needed losing. I found others on the way. Well, I have tried, and I've kept on trying. Stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying. I have traveled hard, sometimes with conscience flying, somewhere with the wind. So let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, you know that would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. I'm sitting here before the fire, the empty room, the forest choir, the flames, they couldn't get any higher. They're withered now, they're gone. I'm steady thinking, my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow when the hands are shaken and the kisses flow. Then I will disappear. So let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and I'm going home. And if I should become become a stranger, you know that would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. There you go, little Dougie MacLean in the mix. So now we're going to move over into something that is just straight Scottish traditional. And I came across this song from a Scottish band called Malinky. And should have caught on to them a long time ago, but anyway, I'm glad I caught on to them at any point. They're a wonderful Scottish band, and they do an awful lot of folk traditional stuff. So this is a song called Pad the Road With Me. And it's unique. It's kind of special. I like it because if you're going to ask a gal to marry you, if most situations you get down on bended knee and you say, will you marry me? But if you use the line, will you pad the road with me? That just somehow implies a road, a journey that you're looking to travel together, and you're asking the other person to join you on it. And it's kind of wonderful. So anyway, this is a song called Pad the Road With Me. And yes, it's about a guy who's, he thinks Molly is head over heels with him and is going to marry him. And all of a sudden, when he pops that question of, will you pad the road with me? It's not as easy as he expects. Gotta get it in tune. My dearest Molly, come let us fix the time when you and I will marry, love, and wedlock us combine. When you and I will marry, love, right happy we will be, for you are the bonny lassie that's to pad the road with me. The road with you, sir, cold winter's coming on. Besides my aging parents, they've ne'er a girl but one. Besides my aging parents have ne'er a girl but me. So I'm not the bonny lassie that's to pad the road with thee. Never mind, cold winter love, the spring will follow on. Come sit you down beside me, I'll sing to you a song. I'll sing to you a nice song while I diddle you on me knee. For you are the bonny lassie that's to pad the road with me. Of all the other lads I've had, they proved of cruel mind. They beat me, they abused me, they treated me unkind. They beat me and abused me, they caused me rule the day. That ere I pad the road with one, I'd pad my road away. Lassie, dearest lassie, I'll never do you wrong. It's on my honest father's life, I swear I'll do no harm. I'll busk your bra and fair so that you can bear the gree of the belle of all the county round. You'll pad the road with me. Well, she has donned her hose and shoon, and to the church they've gone. And long, long, long ere morning, the couple were made one. And long, long, long ere morning, the couple were set free. For she's the bonny lassie that's to pad the road with me. there we go. Thank you for listening. Cheers. Slanchava.
Fantastic, Bob. Thanks for giving us that little folk festival set there in the show. That was great. I know we're going a little over time, but we don't really have an end time in this show. It's not like we're in a time slot. We start and we play, and when we stop is when we stop. We're like good Scots. We just keep going till we stop. That's what we do. And speaking of Scots, I got my cousin, Willie, has got one more song, and he said he'd do a Robbie Burns song tonight, so can't let Willie off without doing a Robbie Burns song. So over to you, Willie. Hey y'all, Willie here. One last song we got for you here. It's Rob said since we're celebrating Robbie Burns and all things Scottish, I had to do a Robbie Burns song. So I didn't know many Robbie Burns songs, so went and looked them up on that internet there, and I found one, and I'm not sure this is exactly how it goes, but this is my version of a Robbie Burns song. It's called A Phone Kiss. A phone kiss and then we sever. A farewell, alas, forever. Deep in heart-wrung tears, I'll pledge thee. War and sighs and groans, I'll wage thee. Who shall say that fortune grieves him? Well, the star of hope she leaves him. Many cheerful twinkle lights me. Dark despair around benights me. I'll ne'er blame my partial fancy. Nothing could resist my Nancy. But to see her was to love her. Love but her and love forever. Had we never loved so kindly, had we never loved so blindly, never met or never parted, we had never been broken hearted. Fare thee well, my first and fairest. Fare thee well, my best and dearest. Thine be like joy and treasure, peace, enjoyment, love and pleasure. A phone kiss and then we sever. Farewell, alas, forever. Deep in heart-wrung tears, I'll pledge thee. War and sighs and groans, I'll wage thee. that fella could sure write some good words. Well, thanks for that, Willie. I'm not sure Robbie Burns envisioned that song quite played that way, but you did a great job, and fantastic. What a lyricist Robbie Burns was anyways. Great poet, and some great songs there too. That kind of just about wraps up episode 46 of Tuesday Live. Thank you for being here. Next week, I think it's Groundhog Day, so we're going to do a Groundhog Day special. So if you have any ideas of what we can do for a Groundhog Day special, let me know. Pop over to my website, leave a comment there at robspoon.com, or send me an email, robspoon@robspoon.com, or send me a Facebook message, whatever way you like to communicate. Yell across the street if you're listening in the neighborhood. And then I think we're coming up on Valentine's down after that as well, so don't miss that as well. But thanks to everybody who participated in tonight's show. Cathy King for her Kawartha images, Stan McRae and his fantastic images as well. Bob MacLean for the set of Scottish tunes. I forgot to mention Bob's hosting an online or leading an online guitar workshop. So all the guitarists out there, go to bobmaclean.ca. Check out his website. I think there's a link there you can check out. I think it starts in early February. It'd be a fantastic workshop if you're interested in Bob's guitar work. I think he's doing a little bit of fingerstyle and flat picking, so he's covering all the bases there. Certainly thanks to Bet and Blair Smith. Looking forward to Bet's album release dropping next week. PatRicky Bobby and his French-Canadian guest Jean-Luc Habitant, thank you both for coming on the show tonight. And of course, cousin Willy, Robbie O'Spoon, and his brother Angus O'Spoon, who called in all the way from Scotland. That was quite exciting to get that as well. Thanks for my executive producer Carol, who puts up with me all week long between the show, Karen Cantello for the amazing animations, and also Julia Witherspoon, who does our cool Tuesday Live animations. And mostly all of you for being here and giving me a reason for doing this every week for the last 46 weeks. It's been a lot of fun. Make sure you sign up for reminders and the invitation and link to the Tuesday Live after party, which is going to start right after the show here. And you can sign up at robspoon.com for that. And if you haven't been to the Tuesday Live after party, come to it. It's just a bunch of folks hanging around, shooting the breeze after the show. So it's just like hanging out in the lobby after a regular live show that we're not doing these days. And especially I'd like to thank our special guest who kicked off the show, and I'm going to let him pipe us home, our good friend Sandy Mackay from New Brunswick. So take us home, Sandy, and we'll see you next week, everybody. light. A 5-liter Mustang pulls up on my right. He revs the gas, step on mine. I see the light changing, edge up to the line, but I'm a minivan man. I drive a minivan man, I'm a minivan man, I'm a minivan man. I'm doing what I can, but I'm just a minivan man. When I was young, I had a cool car, 67 Volvo, 4 on the floor. It wasn't real fast, but it sure sounded good. Little 4-cylinder under the hood. If I had some more money, get an SUV, 4-wheel drive. You better look out for me coming down the road about 8 feet tall. I spend most of my time just driving to the mall, 'cause I'm a minivan man. I drive a minivan man, I'm a minivan man, I'm a minivan man. I'm doing what I can, but I'm just a minivan man. I'm a minivan man. Full of kids that gotta haul around. That old hatchback just goes up and down. I wish I had a van with room for just two. We go driving, just me and you, but I'm a minivan man. I drive a minivan man, I'm a minivan man, I'm a minivan man. I'm doing what I can, but I'm just a minivan man. I'm a minivan